Alright guys, my name is Metagoblin, and today I'm going to be counting down the top 5 add-ons that you need for Battlegrounds in Classic WoW. Just before we jump in guys, please do give me a quick follow on Twitch. I'm aiming to stream 3 nights a week now, consistently. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. If you end up liking the video, please do hit the the like button, because that really does help out a lot. So anyway, let's jump in. The first add-on I have for you is SSPVP. So you may be thinking, the best Battleground timer add-on to get is Cappingbattleground timers, or whatever it's called. But what I've actually found is SSPVP is a way more powerful and accurate add-on for timers and just any other kind of information that you need to know consistently in a Battleground environment. So this add-on will tell you how long you've been in a PvP queue for. It will tell you when the Battleground is going to start. I've experimented with 2 add-ons, and Battleground timers for some reason is really inaccurate on when the Battleground is actually going to start, but SSPVP is a little bit more accurate, so maybe it'll become more accurate in the future, but it must be some kind of issue that's kind of hard for the add-ons to kind of figure out on that field. But anyway, it'll tell you when certain bunkers, towers are going to be captured, tell you the health percentage of certain bosses, tell you the cap timers on graveyards, and basically everything you need to know in Autocarrot Valley. By extent, it will also tell you the final score, the predicted score in Arathi Basin, so obviously when Arathi Basin does come out finally. And when it comes to Warsong Gulch, it will tell you like how long each flag carrier has held the flag for, and things like that. So a lot of really useful and detailed information for your Battlegrounds. It's just in like a little box on the screen that you can move around, and it's really easy to kind of manage. It doesn't get in the way, yet it's very... The add-on has a few other extra features, for instance the Autoleaf feature, and you can automatically screenshot your score on whenever the game ends. As you can see here, there is information about showing the flag carrier's health, like enemy flag carrier and friendly flag carrier health. I haven't been able to find an add-on that does this effectively, and I think it's because it's actually impossible to detect the enemy flag carrier's health because of the limitation of being able to see like an enemy's health from the location of the player. However, possibly in the future, it makes sense to me that a friendly flag carrier's health will be possible to be put into an add-on, so that is something that I'm something to look out for, maybe in an update for SSPVP or Battleground timers that will be released. You may also want to download Battleground timers as well. I will give a little bit of a mention. The only added thing that I found from Battleground timers is that it displays the boss health percentage in Autocarrot Valley, so if you want that extra feature, you can throw that in. The next add-on we have is a very simple add-on, and it's a very extremely useful add-on. It's called Healers Have to Die. So the premise of this add-on is it will display a little healing icon above enemy nameplates, so you can very clearly see what targets in the kind of firefight are healers. So obviously you can just say that guy's the healer, and you can focus them down, because obviously you're in a number of situations when it comes to PvP. You'll be against like shamans or priests or even paladins, and it's fairly easy to detect when a paladin isn't a healer, because they'll be in melee range. But sometimes elemental shamans and boomkin druids and shadow priests. Well, shadow priests are a little bit easier to detect because of shadow form, but nonetheless sometimes it is hard to detect when an enemy is actually a healer. But this add-on will basically very clearly tell you. I don't know how it does it. It's a very intelligent add-on. Maybe I think sometimes it feels like there's a little bit of a delay, so maybe it tracks healing spells. I'm not really sure how it does it, but nonetheless it is extremely intelligent and very useful add-on. So the next add-on I have for you is called Neatplates. This is the only add-on that I managed to find that actually correctly displays the enemy class colours in the actual nameplates. So you imagine, you're in a firefight, you're out and about trying to kill targets, you will be able to see class colours very accurately within the nameplate. You won't have to kind of make that kind of 2-second educated guess to what class you're up against by looking at the spells they're casting and the gear they're wearing. So I just find it a little bit of a useful visual aid. I would combine the add-on with an add-on called Blue Shamans, which if you've been playing retail for a very long time like me, I'm very used to shamans being displayed as a dark blue colour on nameplates and my own unit frames and stuff like that. So Blue Shamans turns it from the kind of pink paladin colour. Well, I think it's like a lighter pink than what paladins have. It basically turns it into the dark blue colour that most people are probably more familiar with, so I would recommend that as well. The next add-on is a very, very quick add-on. It's called Bump. What it does is it displays like the amount of money, the amount of rep, and the amount of honour that you gained in a single battleground at the end of the battleground in the text, basically in the text boxes, so you can very clearly see the exact amount of rep and, you know, honor that you gained in the entire battleground. You'll also be able to see this for dungeons and you know, stuff like that as well, and maybe even raids. I haven't tested it for raids yet, so yeah, just a very useful, very quick add-on to just give you a good accurate representation of like what you've been doing in the past, you know, hour or so doing battlegrounds. Last add-on we have is a very, very small add-on, but it definitely will save your neck from time to time. It's just called Saysapped. Very straightforward. What it will do is you will automatically say that you've been sapped whenever you get sapped by a rogue. So it will basically announce it to, you know, everyone else in the party. Well, I don't think it's in the party, I think it's like in /S, so anywhere, any friendly player near you will be able to accurately basically tell when you've been sapped, and they'll notice that you've been sapped, and then they'll probably, you know, go up to you and just kind of, you know, give you a helping hand from time to time. Sometimes people don't, which is like, you know, a bit of a knobhead move, but oh well. Nonetheless, this add-on has definitely helped me from time to time. It's definitely saved my neck on a few occasions. Lastly, to finish off, just got a quick bonus add-on for you that I've talked about previously on my channel. It's basically a very simple add-on called Autocarrot. What it will do is automatically equip a carrot on a stick, your mithril spurs on your boots, and your riding skill enchanted gloves whenever you mount up, and automatically unequip it all back to the original equipment that you had equipped when you dismount. So very, very straightforward add-on to just make sure you're maximising your mount speed whenever you mount up. So you don't have to faff around equipping it all manually or making macros, because in my experience macros are always kind of don't really work properly. So yeah, just a quick useful add-on to finish the video with. But anyway, that is where I'm going to end the video. My name is Metagoblin. Until my next video, ciao.